May I come in, sir?
Please come. Have a
Good
chair.
morning, sir.
Morning.
Sir. Good morning, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
You are BRATATI.
Sir, in Bengali, the term usually pronounced as BRATATI.
BRATATI.
Yes, sir.
In everything you speak in Bengali, O comes somehow. Rasgulo, BRATATI.
Yes, sir.
ऐसा क्यों होता है?
Sir, I'm not exactly aware of the reason. I think it's just part of the culture of Bengali culture, sir.
Okay, so BRATATI.
Yes, sir.
What is the meaning of BRATATI? Your name has some meaning?
Yes, sir. Sir, in Bengali, the term BRATATI used to refer the climbers and creepers, the weak herbaceous plants.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So that is why you did graduation in agriculture, because your name is,
Not exactly, sir, because my mother works as an upper division clerk in agricultural office of our district. So her senior officials suggested me after my +2. So then I found it somehow
Actually,
beneficial.
I don't like to understand from you. It's slightly unusual to do BSc in agriculture normally, from career point of view. So just because your mother was in that department, or there is any other reason you did?
Sir, actually, sir, initially I was not, at that moment of time, I was not sure what to do in my career. So I tried for medical, I applied in NEET, but I could not get a satisfactory rank. And I took admission in Bharati. So I was not aware about in the career prospects in agriculture also, but I listened to my seniors and my mother bosses. So they advised me.
So BRATATI, let me, take this discussion further. Suppose you are not selected in civil service.
Yes, sir.
Or had you not thought, when you decided to do graduation in agriculture, did you think that you will appear in civil service?
No, sir.
No.
I was not
So
aware.
what is the career prospects of, this is BSc, right? BSc agriculture ke kya career prospects hai?
Yes, sir. Sir, also fortunately, after my mains, I got selected as West Bengal Food Safety Officer. So there also, it was a mandatory requirement, the degree, BSc Agriculture. Other than this, in ADA, that is Agriculture Development Officer in our state government, there also I can apply, and also I have given the exam in that.
Sorry, you selected as what? You got food safety.
Food safety officer, but sir, I have taken extraordinary leave and without pay. Now I am on leave.
So this food safety officer is in which pay scale?
Sorry, sir.
Which pay scale?
Achha, pay scale. Yes, sir. It's pay scale 12 of our state government.
Pay scale 12. How does it compare to the civil service pay scale? As a IAS officer, you will be entering at what level as per 7th pay scale?
Sir, I'm not exactly aware. I think it's more than 50,000. I'm sorry, sir. I'm not.
You have no idea.
No, sir.
You will be entering at level 10.
Okay, sir.
Of 7th pay scale. So how does it compare to that, your food safety officer? Any idea? No. It is lower, higher, or same?
Sir, in my state government, it comes under pay level 12. And as per my limited research, I think it will be around more than 40,000 in the start. And in the with promotions, it will go around 82,000 in later words.
This food safety officer?
Yes, sir.
So what motivates you to go in for civil service?
Yes, sir. Sir, the primary motivation was to love towards the syllabus, because I never studied social science subjects in my school days. So to fulfill the lacuna, I started reading just by love. Thereafter, as I explore more about the job prospects and specifically the opportunity the service provides to do public service, I found that it will be the right platform where I can utilize my qualities as that I developed while studying in Navodaya Vidyalaya or Bharati University. And also it will be the right platform where I can utilize my experiences of long 15 years of hostel life.
How? In a civil service, the hostel life, how will it play a role?
Yes, sir. Sir, because the long hostel life has made me disciplined. I have developed the time management capacity, because I have started preparing in 2021 only with my masters. Then I came so far. Moreover, sir, hardworking, and other than, sir, the homesickness, I don't have that homesickness.
Bratati, I am not, actually getting. What you are trying to say is that because you have stayed in hostel
Yes, sir.
and you are very hardworking,
Yes,
you
sir.
happen to study humanities, therefore you decided to prepare for civil service. Is that enough, or there is any other reason?
Sir, also the job prospects and
What
the
is
public
what is the
service.
job prospects you see in civil service?
Yes, sir.
What motivates you to go for civil service?
So the first is the diversity of the job that it provides.
How do you know there is diversity? Have you seen somebody?
Sir, like there are many civil servants from my states also. I have seen them working in various departments.
Can you give some example? How do you find them doing different jobs?
Like, sir, for example, sir, after joining the service in food safety officer, in these 3 months, while doing my field training, I got connected with so many officers, IAS officers, retired IAS officers. I have seen them working, means they were telling me that now they are working in food department. Before that, they were in any other sector, social service, rural development sector. So I think the motivation got strengthened after joining this service also.
Good,
Sir.
good.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Bratati.
Sir,
Okay,
whatever you will
sorry
like.
for this thing. You have mentioned that you are fit for. Can you tell me, elaborate how you are right fit for the job?
Yes, sir. Sir, first is my experiences of staying in a grassroots level, because sir, the agriculture subject, by having the graduation degree in agriculture, I can connect with more than half of the population of our country who are who have the livelihood based upon the farming sector. Sir, other than this, I have ROI experiences, that is rural awareness work experiences, in my 4th year graduation. Through that experiences also, I got connected to many people, to many farmers from rural background, from remotest area. This, I have already these experiences. Other than this, sir, during my school days, I was fortunate to go in the migration program of JNV. At that time, for 1 year, I was in Bihar, Shaharshah district, Barihai place. So that experiences also made me to get out of my comfort zone, to survive in the hardships of that area, to go into the new place, to understand their culture better. So I think all this made me suitable to join the civil service.
Good. You were part of NSS also.
Yes, sir.
What is the motto of NSS?
Yes, sir. Sir, as far as I can recall, it's not me, but you, something related to that, sir.
So what did you do in NSS?
Yes, sir. Sir, I have taken part in many activities. For example, blood donation camps, and also I donated blood. Other than this, I was in Vishwa Bharati at that time, so the programs and festivals of Vishwa Bharati, for example, the Briksharopon program, the tree plantation drive, thereafter Gandhi Punna Ho. So their programs also were collaborated with NSS activities. So I take part in all those activities also, sir.
Okay. You are group leader of RAWE program. What is that?
Sir, as I have mentioned, ROI program, that is Rural Awareness Work Experience. It's a 6-month program, compulsory program for agricultural graduate. Here we had to visit many villages of remotest area where we had to interact with the farmers, to know their cropping pattern, what they are following. Then we had to visit many agricultural development office, agri industries, and all such things. So there I was the group leader, sir.
So you were the group leader.
Yes, sir.
Now how many members were there in your team?
Yes, sir. Sir, 5 members were there, because it was decided on the basis of roll number. So roll number 6 to roll number 10. Yes, sir.
So you were the leader. Suppose you had asked one of your team member to do something, and that person, he says, I will not do it. What will you do?
Sir, at first I will try to know the reason. He may have any personal reasons or any other reasons. If I will find that the reason is valid, then I will try to tell other member, so that if they can do it or not. Thereafter also, If they will also not do, then I will try to do it by myself. However, I will try to, or I will try to share the works in small parts among the group members, and
Now,
also I
last
will
question.
take. Yes, sir.
If you were an animal,
Sorry, sir.
if you were an animal,
Okay, sir.
ठीक है, what would you be?
Okay, sir.
Think it over. And why?
Sir, I think sir, as this moment of time, I think that I could be a dog, because dogs are considered as a loyal animal, and also I'll also be a part of police administration, because they get trainings, and they are helping the police officials in identifying the crimes and all these things. I think that would be a suitable option as this moment of time, sir.
Okay, thank you. Good.
Thank you, sir.
Since you have got the exposure of agriculture a little bit, can you list me some PM like Pradhan Mantri Yojana or agriculture?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, first is the PM Kisan. That is a financial assistance of rupees 6,000 in 3 installments are being provided to the farmer. Ma'am, second is, ma'am, the per drop more crop PM Krishi Sinchai Yojana, PMKSY.
What is that?
Ma'am, it is the micro irrigation program to promote the concept of precision agriculture by incorporating the sprinkler or drip irrigation system, so that we can have water use efficiency. We can utilize less water, and also we can ensure our crop productivity simultaneously. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, other these 2 schemes, there are many more. For example, ma'am, should I restrict myself with the PM prefix only? Or
Yeah.
okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, another is in the allied sector. It's PM MSY, that is PM Matsya Sampada Yojana, to develop the fishery sector.
Yes.
And other is, ma'am, PM Kisan Sampada Yojana to develop the food processing industries, to have the...
What is that? Can you elaborate a little bit?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, as far as I can recall at this moment of time, it is more related to the post-harvest processing technology. Ma'am, that only I can recall.
Are you confident that all these yojana is being, like these have been imposed, or the kisan, your farmer is taking it up? They know about all these yojana?
Ma'am, on the basis of my experiences in Roy, I think, ma'am, in the remotest part of the areas, farmers are still not that much aware about these schemes. And ma'am, unfortunately, during my experiences, I found that they are still doing the traditional form of agriculture. And like, for example, ma'am, I met one potato farmer, and he was only know about Jyoti potato, and I just kept on telling that what other varieties you were using. So he was just unaware. So I think, ma'am, not every farmers are aware at this moment of time, but I think we should have the
Then
program.
what we should do?
Yes,
What we
ma'am.
should do? In your opinion, why we can get them aware about all these schemes, and how we can do that so that they will be benefited out of that? Government is doing their own work, but I think the benefit is not being reached to those ultimately consumers.
Yes, ma'am.
बताइए.
Ma'am, I think the Agricultural Development Office and also the KVKs, Krishi Vigyan Kendras, in all the districts, in all the part, needs to be much more proactive in dissemination of information regarding the agriculture.
But they know it's their responsibility to tell them.
Yes,
But still they are not telling. So what exactly you can do?
ma'am, other than this, we can use the media, we can use the Doordarshan, the radio, because in the remotest part, like in my own state also, most of them are having the small cell phones. So in that cell phones, through the SMS systems, also through Kisan call center, we can provide information to the grassroots level farmers. And also, ma'am, I think district administration should promote the culture of FPOs, this farmer producer organization, so that we can bring more farmers togetherly, and simultaneously we can address other problems also that are there in the field of agriculture. And I think this.
Yeah.
Okay, Bratati,
Yes, sir.
you come from North 24 Pargana.
Yes, sir.
Recently, Sandesh Khali was in news for some bad reason.
Yes, sir.
What was that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Unfortunately, ED officials went there for a search and seizure operation, and due to some miscommunication, local people attacked those central agencies. And so these things I am aware of only, sir.
But why in West Bengal only we are witnessing such type of attacks on officials of central agencies?
Sir, as per my limited research, I found there were some miscommunication with the law and order systems. There were communication gap with the central agencies, central police force and state police force. And also, sir, the local peoples were not aware of their about the concern regarding the things. So I think these can be a probable reason, sir.
Okay, no provocation, no role of the local politicians.
Sir, actually my home place is far from it, so I am not exactly aware of the ground level issues, sir.
Okay, not an issue. You graduated from Vishwabharati Santiniketan.
Yes, sir.
So shed some light on the ideas of Rabindranath Tagore with respect to education.
Yes, sir. So first is he was very much vocal about the holistic mode of education, and means education, as per his views, education should not be seen as a silo approach, should not be taken as a silo approach, rather it should be integrated with nature. So still now we can see the open pathshalas culture is still there in the Vishwabharati premises. Other than this, in the education, he was very much vocal regarding incorporating good ideas from Western education. This was second thing. Other than this, rural reconstruction program, so that the education sector can be reached to the rural tribals of nearby areas. This was also one of his motto. And he was also very much vocal about female education. So I think, sir, these four things were major, like integrating nature to have a holistic mode of education, woman education, and integrating tribal people. These things were major. Yeah.
Okay, in open Pathshala, like how class was conducted?
Yes, sir. Sir, in open Pathshalas, his idea was to look at the nature.
Now, like you said,
Yes,
now
sir.
we had open Pathshala, we
Yes,
were
sir.
part of that. You must have participated in some of the open Pathshalas. So how it was conducted? At present, I am talking about.
Yes, sir. Sir, I have done my graduation. So, and these open Pathshala concept is there for the school children. So there are Mrinalini schools, Anandamoyi school systems for the kindergarten students.
Okay,
and all
not
these
meant
things.
for you.
Yes, sir.
Not an issue. You have mentioned that you love to recite Bengali poems.
Yes, sir.
So who are your favorite poets, Bengali poets?
Yes, sir. Sir, one obviously, sir, Rabindranath Tagore. And talking about some others, I also recite, for example, Shukanta Bhattacharya is there, Shukumar Rai, thereafter, sir, Subhash Mukherjee, Joy Goswami. These are some of my favorite poets, sir.
Okay. Have you read about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu?
Yes, sir.
Some of his poem, Kirtan. Have you read any of them?
Sir, I haven't gone through, but I know that he was very much, he was the proponent of Vaishnavism and all these things.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Bratati.
Yes, sir.
West Bengal has been a land of Rabindranath Tagore, Raja Ram Mohan Roy, and so many other great leaders, great thinkers, as a symbol of light and hope. But do you think post-independence, West Bengal has been able to do justice to the rich culture and heritage that it possesses? given just one of the incidents which the honorable member pointed out regarding the attack on the ED and a lot of violence that goes on.
Yes, sir. Sir, it is true that it has many challenges and issues in front of it. The state government has many issues. However, sir, I think it is growing also. Maybe not at the expected pace, but it's growing.
But what could be the reasons? Because West Bengal before the independence was the light which the entire country looked for. But has that light dimmed down, or what are the factors that could have contributed?
Yes, sir. So there are many factors. For example, the first factor is regarding the partition. We have seen the two major pillars, that is agriculture and industry, which were very much shining before independence, before the partition, got distracted because, for example, in the jute sector, the industries were left to the Bengal. However, the jute growing areas go to Bangladesh. So West Bengal suffered a lot due to this partition. Other than this, the Naxalism movement was also one factor. Thereafter, the social policies of the then state government, earlier state governments, and the tussle between central and state government, these were some major reasons for the poor status. But I think, sir, now it is it's trying to doing its best again. For example,
but somehow you agree that we have fallen down.
Sir, I think
from the standards of pre-independence era, if we compare.
Sir,
okay, let's
yes,
move on. PM Narega.
Yes, sir.
There were issues with respect to West Bengal. What are the issues?
Yes, sir. Sir, as per our Honorable Chief Minister, they are facing issues regarding availing the funds of MG Narega funds. On the other hand, central government has their view that somewhere these funds are getting misallocated or having mismanaged by the state governments. So, sir, as per my limited research and limited understanding, I have came through these data only, sir.
If I were to ask you to choose a candidate for the Prime Ministership of India between Shri Narendra Modi and Shrimati Mamata Banerjee, who would you choose?
Yes, sir, I think both of them has equal caliber and potential to hold the chair, sir.
We cannot make both. Were they from the same party, then we could have made one the deputy prime minister, but they are in opposition, so we have to choose one.
Sir, I don't have any personal inclination to any of them. So whoever will be the prime minister.
But I am asking your opinion. If your vote is the one which will make the final count, who would you vote for? Who would you vote for? Because it is the fundamental, it's not the fundamental duty, but it is the duty of a citizen to cast the vote. So if your vote is the one which will make the final decision, who would you vote for?
Yes, sir, I will make it open for the public. Whatever public wants, I will. I don't have any personal inclinations.
I'll give you a statement. I want your interpretation on that. The standard you walk past is the standard you accept. You want me to repeat?
Yes, sir.
The standard you walk past is the standard you accept. What do you understand by this?
Sir, can you elaborate further? Means I could not get the statement.
The standard you walk past is the standard you accept. It is a very simple statement. You can relate it to the administrative aspects also.
Okay, sir. Sir, as I can understand at this moment of time, the statement is reflecting that whatever standards I am confronting in my life journey, in my career path, I am accepting those standards.
Not exactly. It is basically to do with, suppose if for in the administrative arena, if we see, if there is something which is going wrong and you just overlook it, and so that is the standard which becomes a norm.
Okay, sir.
So that is there.
Okay,
so please.
Okay. Just last question before you leave. What is this conflict and controversy in Manipur?
Yes, sir. Sir, there are many reasons. There are some historical reasons and contemporary reasons.
What exactly is the controversy? Please tell us
Yes,
that.
sir. So regarding the population, regarding the diverse populations in the region, because there are Métis, there are Cookies and other communities who have their own ethnicity, and regarding the land holdings at this moment of time and the status of scheduled tribes. So they are fighting for their own identity and their own.
Now, who is fighting for the identity? Who is scheduled tribe out of these two communities which you stated, Métis or Cookies?
Sir,
What is the bone of contention? I think it's not coming out clearly.
yes, sir. Sir, as far as I can recall, Métis were supposed to have at this moment of time, they don't have the ST status, but Manipur High Court gave some statement so that they can also get the ST status, and these raise some issues. So I think I have.
What is the conflict about? मतलब इनका झगड़ा क्या आपस में? What is the basic bone of contention between the two communities? Where do they live? The Cookies.
Yes,
and where do the Métis live?
Yes, sir. Sir, one community lives in the hills.
Which community lives in the hills?
Sir, I think I have to read on it because I cannot recall exactly which community.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
These questions.
Welcome, sir.
Bratati, please sit down.
Thank you, sir.
We have analyzed your interview, and on the whole, we found it okay. I'll come it in the good category, but there are some points which you need to work on. This is first time you are appearing in interview, so some of the points which you should note is, some of the questions can be anticipated. So, for example, this is a very natural question that you have done BSc Agriculture and why do you want to join civil service? So, your answer was not up to the mark. You tried to say that, you studied humanities, you like the syllabus. Ultimately, you came to the point that job variety, that's the correct answer. But that should have been the first reaction. That because I met some seniors, I was inspired. There's a lot of variety, lot of scope, things like that. So, and then you have to work on the current affairs. We were disappointed that you could not explain the Manipur controversy because this is as recent as today. Some IB officials and MHA officials are there and they are trying to negotiate. And you being from West Bengal, it's quite near also. So I was expecting you to, very clearly come out of that. So number one, you have to work on some of the answers which can be anticipated. That why do you want to join civil service is a standard question, which almost they ask to every student. And particularly you are from agriculture background, that's point number one. Point number two, that you have to work on your current affairs a little well. Our suggestion is that you jot down the questions in 3-4 parts, like what can be the probable questions on current affairs, what can be the questions based on your DAF, and what can be the questions based on your subject. It's a good that your subject, graduation subject and optional subject is same. So you divide all your questions in 3 parts, note down the questions, whatever come to your mind. Suppose you are the chairman of the board and you have to interview somebody like you. So based on that, frame questions and then frame the answers, write them down and then prepare. So I think that will improve 30-40% of your performance and you will get good marks. Wish you all the best.
Ask one.
Yes.
So, like for your question, how should I reply that whether PM candidate this
It
time?
is entirely your thing. You can even name Mamata Banerjee also. You can even support Prime Minister Modi also. The only thing is you need to give justification. It is not, you will not be judged if you say that Mamata Banerjee, you want Mamata Banerjee. That's why we have been given the right to vote.
Or even you can, I think, avoid also because confidentiality is there in the election. So you can say, sir, no, these are my personal views and I may not like to. ना तो उसमें कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता बिकॉज क्या है इसमें हमारा इन डेमोक्रेटिक प्रोसेस द वोट इज कॉन्फिडेंशियल सो द वन ऑफ द आंसर्स कुड बी सर दैट इज आई विल नॉट लाइक टू disclose. I'm not necessary कि आप ममता बनर्जी.
I will not like to divulge my opinion.
I will not like to.
Or you say Mamata Banerjee or Narendra Modi, there is no right or wrong answer.
And then you can say, like people normally say that at national level Narendra Modi, at local level Mamata Banerjee. So all answers are correct.
Because
don't worry about
it. It came out that you were intentionally trying to avoid answering because you thought that it might have repercussions in the overall scheme of things. So that should not be thought. You answer.
I mean, this question is such that you can even avoid answering. So don't worry, because nobody will punish you for that, okay? May God bless you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.